So last time, you can see that I've played through the first. I've unlocked the second and third courses from tournament play, and I've unlocked a few extra characters. So what I want to do next is play another match, so that maybe I can get a character that is sufficiently strong with which to place well enough in the third course. So, yep, gotta go with Yuki-chan, and our next opponent is Susan. So just from a cursory glance, every character has different stats and all. But yeah, it's looking like Susan is going to be the most powerful character thus far. Although definitely with a little bit of a sacrifice to control and spin. But alright. I'm gonna go back to the first course because I've been playing the second and third ones a lot prior, so I'll go back to the first one. Alright, so we got Unknown Crosswind, though judging by the grass, it's probably not much. So I could probably just go here.
Nice shot.
Yeah, 435 yards, that is quite a lot for a par 4, so get out of the rough. Okay, excellent, good, good. And so she's got a 239 hit. That's quite a bit better than the 225 that I am packing currently. See how much of a challenge that Susan provides here.
Nice on.
Okay, that's a good shot. All right. Don't want to get left behind here. Maybe I'll do something like, because four miles per hour is not much. Sweet spot, so I'm gonna be a little off. But not by much, okay. Further away still. Just as a recap, when reading the greens here, blue is uphill, blue is higher elevations, red is lower elevations, and the longer the lines are, then the greater the differences from the ball. So we're going a little uphill and a little bit right left. So I'll give this a good whack. Simple enough. This, the first course is not too bad with its greens, for the most part. I'll once again say that I like the little embellishments of the ball on the green and whatnot. So it's looking here like Susan is kind of our tomboy here. Yeah, you know. Kind of makes me wish the characters would talk, but I guess that hasn't been invented yet. Let's see, we got Tailwind. I mean, almost 500 to the flag, so I'm wondering if maybe, just maybe, there's a tiny chance at a Yuger here. Ugh, I missed Sweet Spot, so that's another power shot gone. Yeah, 277, so it's not looking likely. And of course now Susan's packing heat, so must be cautious. Or she kind of drifted off, so But she is not afraid. She is not afraid to hit big shots here, so... That means she probably will have chances at green in regulation on every par 4. That'll be something to look out for. Down 2 power shots already, okay. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it using another one.
Nice shot.
Even though I would have kept it here. But that's fine, we'll give ourselves the approach. I would love to putt from the fairway, but the game does not give you a 200-foot putter in this game. That is one of the little changes to Mario Golf. So, like, example, yeah, no 200-foot putter. How about we do a nice little bump and run? I kind of like that idea. That bit.
Nice approach.
A 5-iron chip is not supposed to bite. Yeah, so this game's physics are a little weird to me. I don't know. Ooh, okay. That there was a case of aiming when it perhaps wasn't necessary, though. From this angle, I will have to. All right, that is a win. Okay. Here's a par 3 that is not like 220 yards long, which is nice. I don't know how much wind I got. Seems to be minimal. That's good. But yeah, minimal wind, definitely. This is sweet spots. Okay, we'll deal with it. Surprised couldn't carry it from there with that. Alright, here's another chance. Okay, what do we got? Hard to tell. My suspicion tells me that I am not really leaning greatly one way or the other, left or right. It looks it looks pretty equal-ish. Did I really underhit this? Crap. Yeah, those freaking middle putts. Okay, so we'll split this hole. Man, Susan here is looking pretty swole. Not gonna lie. No, she's even hitting harder here than that Ralph guy that had flowers up every orifice. In his hat, in his sleeve. Ralph was a weird guy. Again, it's a darn shame these characters don't talk. You know, really a missed opportunity if, you know, the whole idea and tone of the game was to be, you know, cartoonish. That'll be pretty tough from there. But looks like, yeah, Susan is not afraid to take some risks here. That was a good shot. That was a good shot, actually. Oh boy. All right. Not to be trifled with. Welcome, Dexon. Dex-kun. Yeah, I can't read. All right, we got a little bit of right slope shenanigans. So yeah, this is part 2 of Hot Shots playthrough that I'm doing here. First got a character match here, and once I get Susan here, then I'll start using her for another tournament and go from there. All right, delicious. Susan kind of looks like a grown-up version of like kind of like a stereotypical schoolgirl, but I don't know. And then Yuki, well, yeah, she's still the best character so far. So that's why, in spite of unlocking a couple other characters, I'm still using Yuki. Like, I like the straight shot, I like the high control, and I like the high spin. So that allows me to stick shots on the green. But I will give Susan a try here once I win. And I'm going back to the first course here because I had been playing the second and third ones more recently, so we'll switch things up. So yeah, Susan's been missing some sweet spots here, but up to this point hasn't been afraid to take risks. But maybe she can reach the green from there. Looking like a more severe rough lie than before. Yeah, 70 to 90, that is definitely a more severe rough fly. Alright. Not quite full power here, because we're riding a tailwind. That'll work. That will work. I find it kind of hard to time exactly where you want. Like, I feel like there's a little bit less precision with distance control here than there is with Mario Golf. But one thing I did notice is if you look carefully, you will see that to a very slight extent the meter is notched, but it's not nearly as pronounced as it is in Mario Golf. We got a little bit of slope coming our way here. So that's a win. Susan's marker is still on the green. Thus far and good. I always forget I can press start to just get a better just get a better overhead view outright. I'm more confident in timing power shots now, so I'm just using those more. As long as I can keep them. I still find it funny that the character like runs up to the ball and oh, that kept going for a while. And then they stop like 20 yards short. Like I don't understand the logic, but okay. Okay. A rather strange embellishment, I guess. Yeah, you know. We're hyping up for Super Rush. But yeah, probability is about -1% that any non-Mario character is going to be in Super Rush. Yep. This is yeah, this is the everybody golf. Although granted, in America, for up until the release of the recent PS4 character, okay, yeah. So that's the one exception is Mies. That is like the one exception. Pretty much. Although, it would be a wonderful surprise to see something like, say, you know, the return of classics like, you know, Kid or Sherry or Joe or whomever, all ever, or Neil and Ella. That would be kind of cool. All right, so I got the slopity slope and I got the wind, but I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna add a draw actually to counteract all that, because why the hell not? See what happens. Well, who knows? Maybe perhaps, yeah, maybe perhaps if we were to reprise, it could happen, and then the other characters would like return as you know, more mature golfers.
Nice touch.
I mean, that would be like the idea and all, but that's still very hypothetical. We got definitely a decent bit of breaker dakers here. I hope I hit this hard enough. Excellent. Putting is saving the day. Putting is so incredibly overlooked. Although, granted, the #1 way to improve your putting is actually to improve your second shot, so that then you're not confronted with such long putts at all. Alright, that's definitely a whoosh. We definitely have some more pronounced wind here. And also the grass is moving more too, that's another thing, so... What do I want to do? There's definitely going to be some lateral here this time, so... I'm going to do not bottom ball.
Nice shot.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that definitely. You can definitely see the difference there. What happens when I play top ball or bottom ball? Because Yuki's spin stat is pretty high for this point in the game, so those effects are more pronounced.
Nice on.
Whereas, you know, the ball actually sticks pretty quickly, even with the longer irons, if you have a good spin stat. And just a miss. You know, there's a character here, like, that's one of the unlockables right from the begin. One of the characters right at the beginning that you get from default that kind of looks like a Yakuza. He's got, like, you know, the spiky hair and all, but I don't know. I don't know if that's just me being stereotypical or what, but this is looking like a slightly downhill shot, so yeah, we'll just go. All I know is that after this game, they there was kind of a change in direction with the character styles, in that they were kind of like less anime, you know, and a little more realistic, to where you don't have these like big head and big eye characters. But that apparently there are some like unlockable PlayStation cameo characters in later Hot Shots games, which I guess is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And there may even be a chance that I would recognize some of them. Wouldn't it be great if, just as a meme, there's there's Drake from Devil May Cry? Was that already a meme back then? Or did it only just become a meme recently? Although, wait, when did those games come out, though? at that point, you'd be looking at least, like, that was like, what, 2004 or so? I don't know. We got a slightly disgusting lie, so I'm gonna hit this a little harder. Gotta make sure you hit them sweetie spots. Wow, we lost a lot of distance. Good lord.
Nice on.
Okay. Welcome, third Mario Bro. Or the third Mario Bro 3.
Nice on.
However it be. Yes. And then one of the bosses would be a giant enemy crab. Hit the weak point for massive damage. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Y'all remember that meme, right? You see, I'm not totally ignorant of the PlayStations. Or, I guess as the cool kids now say, the Polystation. So, I'm gonna presume that we will split this hull. Yeah, we're splitting this hull. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, Susan's pretty swole. Alright. Okay, 5 through 8. Not bad. Alright, big par 5. Tailwind. Oh yeah, this is the one with that big hill, so... Wait a minute. What if I position myself on the right side so that then it's possible I might have more room to get over the Humpty Dumpty? Baby.
Nice.
Gotta see what happens. Yep, just like Mario Golf, if you hit these frame-perfect shots, you'll keep your powers. Susan's going big too. Okay. So maybe she'll get in. Maybe she'll run into the hill here, and we'll have to lag short. I'd be very surprised if there is an attempt here. Well, there's an attempt here, but that's exactly what I was getting at. Yeah, so she hit the hill and then bobbled into the hazard, but it's looking like that's what would potentially happen to me. I don't like my chances here. I really do not. That's most unfortunate. I was hoping to go a little further here so that this hill wouldn't be as much of a problem, but yeah, so yeah, you do keep your power you do keep your power shots of this you know, I don't expect it to be a masterpiece, but I do expect it to still be fun. I mean, we're honestly going off of so little information that it's kind of, yeah, this shot is not going to happen. Yeah, I cannot hit high enough with the wood. In fact, hell, this 9-iron barely made it over, so... Yeah. Susan's got a water hazard, so I'm still a stroke ahead. Yeah. The only thing I worry about is having to aim too far left and being out here, but... Yeah. It's a maybe woulda, coulda, shoulda. Because Yuki does hit pretty high.
Nice on.
Yeah. Because, yeah, we definitely have, we definitely had very little to go off of. like we did get introduced to, you know, some characters, and we got introduced to like a little bit of the gameplay modes, and you know, like the two big things are, hey, there's a story mode, and hey, there's this whole, you know, simultaneous speed golf mode, a la, you know, Tiger Woods. And of course, one of the big takeaway memes was Cowboy Mario. But hey, we also got Fedora Waluigi for maybe like 1 second.
Nice in.
I would buy a second copy if that happens to be in there. That would just be that would be so funny. Nah, they don't know who I am. Camelot's Japanese. I'm not Japanese.
It's a sunny day for me and a rotten day for you.
Yeah, one can dream, right? But hey, if you want to know how all this madness began, then yeah. It starts here, and one could very loosely argue as NES Open Tournament Golf. And come to think of it, there are features in NES Open Tournament Golf that we have not seen return in any Mario Golf game yet, though. The idea of being able to customize your bag, I mean, that's a bonus. Like, and not just having the same 14 clubs. That I really like. Yeah, you know, he had the whole like Odyssey wedding makeup, you know, get up going. Say makeup, get up. Let's see, let's think. Yeah, let's think for a second. I would say probably Kamek. Or one of the other, you know, Koopa assistants. That would be my best guess. Yeah. Well, maybe not Bowser himself wearing glasses, but there were like those like googly eye sort of, you know, Koopa Kid Bowser looking thingies. That reminds me. You remember Mario Party 2 in Bowserland? The guys that run the the Koopa Bank there on that board. They kind of look like, you know, Bowser with glasses. I don't know. That's what comes to my mind when I think that. Yeah, that board pissed me off. Cause it gets you trapped in a certain corner, and then, you know, and then you end up, and then if you're up at the top of the board and you're in the path of the Bowser parade, then bye coins, you know. So that sucked. Or getting stuck in Mr. Blooper's Wild Ride. Oof. God, those were the days. Or, you know, there was the one item shop in the upper right corner of the map that, you know, not only overcharges, but it also doesn't give you the choice. It's like, you know, hey, you know, I'm taking your coins, you get this item. And it's like, god damn it. I don't want a warp block for 17 coins. So you gotta make sure that you already have an item by the time you get up there. I don't know. And one of the other gimmicks on the board was that the Koopa Banks work in reverse, where every time you pass by them, you get coins. But then if you land on the space, then you have to pay the entirety of what was credited. And that can really suck. Well, that's unfortunate. That's a slice. So I gotta figure out how I can get out of this little situation. Well, shoot, okay. So this is already disadvantageous. Let's see. 65-85, so that's not good. And I physically cannot club up past the 3-iron. So, yeah. I gotta play short. That is unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. Maybe I can split the hole at least. Okay. Yes, indeed. I still have in cartridge form, I still have Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES, and I have Punch-Out for Wii. And I've played Super Punch-Out for Virtual Console, but I didn't like that one. I didn't like that one as much as the original and the remake. Fun games. They're criminally short, of course, but I mean half the fun is figuring out the rhythm of the fights. I kind of have my doubts that that series will ever get another game because just by the inherent nature of the fighters, there's a lot of stereotypes that are associated with them, and you know they're different cultures and nationalities. And with the way that cancel culture is today, I don't know. I just don't see it ever happening. Unless you know the series gets like a super clean makeover, which that would be a shame, you know. And you know the stereotypes were even more blatantly obvious in the original arcade version than they were in the NES version. No, originally you had originally, I kid you not, there was a fighter called Vodka Drunkensky, and I'm sure you can probably guess what that got changed into. Even though it doesn't fit the Russian stereotype as much. I'm surprised Susan missed that putt. Wow, that's match already. Okay, so that is 8 up with 7 to play, I guess. All right. All right, we got Susan. Goody good. Yeah, definitely. Next Global Games was the perfect dev. They kind of have that like weird sense of humor, you know. It's kind of Rare-esque, except they're Canadian instead of British. And the games that they've produced for Nintendo kind of have a little bit of an edginess to them. You know, Strikers, Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3.